Hi, I'm Warren Piggott, the inventor of table cricket, table baseball. It could be said table tennis imitates real tennis. These games are intended to imitate real cricket and real baseball. The table is designed to represent a cricket pitch for cricket and what is known as the keyhole for baseball. The tables can vary in lengths, widths and heights. The lengths of the two prototypes made so far are 3 metres or 10 foot in length, as is the one being filmed. There is a 3.6 or 12 foot table. They can go beyond those lengths. Anything beyond 5 or 6 metres is probably not ideal for the game, even though the ball drivers could drive that distance if required, with two tables end to end. The widths of the tables, they're 60 centimetres wide or 2 foot. The heights, well, the heights can vary on these prototypes. They can vary between 49 centimetres to 62 centimetres to 75 centimetres. 62 is where this table's set at the moment. That is probably a convenient height for whoever plays the game. And for both games, the support stanchion is bolted to one end of the table. This stanchion is designed to be fitted with a variety of polycarbonate drivers. In general, these drivers can have a combination of varying trajectories in the form of a strike block on the end of each leg. Positioned for a particular trajectory, the knob on the end of each leg is drawn back for a release. For the game of cricket, there are 4 basic deliveries: a short ball, a good length, a yorker, and a full toss. As can be seen, the polycarbonate drivers can come in a variety of sizes. The most commonly used polycarbonate driver is the one I hold. It's mid-range. The lengths and the widths of each leg are common, but the thicknesses can vary from 1.5 millimetres between my fingers there. This one's 2, and they can be 3 and 4 also. You go beyond, but probably in this game it's probably not even necessary. The setup for the cricket will involve the installation of the quad-legged driver on the stanchion and a wicket at the other end of the table. That wicket is of a polycarbonate material or can be aluminium, and it has a flashing light that runs for a duration of 5 seconds or so after it's been hit. At the base of the wicket there is also a tap-down buzzer or bell to signify the end of a completed run. These stanchions can either have a bell or a buzzer. Now, these are used in the case of cricket to run a batsman out. A fielder holding a ball presses either the buzzer or springs the bell before the batsman reaches the bell or buzzer at the base of the wicket. An added variant may include a deflection mat to create the effect of a spin bowler by hitting a recess. This mat is placed just forward of the crease line towards the stanchion end, with the recesses splaying outwards towards the batsman. The use of a table requires a different running sequence for both table cricket and table baseball. Beginning with table cricket, a choice can be made to use specially designed runaround posts that are placed at 90 degrees to the table, directly in line with the crease line at the batter's end. Alternatively, any object could be used. These specific bollard design posts can contain a tap-down buzzer on the top. The distance from the table can be decided by those participating and will represent the running course completed by both left or right-handed batters. A batsman is considered safe when completing a run and tapping the buzzer or bell at the base of the wicket. He is not safe and considered out if an opposing player taps the bell at the base of the stanchion first. Just a special note, a choice can also be made to complete a run at the runaround post by tapping the buzzer. All this will mean is that the batsman will need to walk back to his batting position to face the next delivery. Okay. Bats can be in a variety of sizes of paddles similar to table tennis paddles to suit the skill level of participants. Balls can also be a variety of sizes to achieve the same purpose, making the game accessible for family participation and varying age groups. Lightweight balls are also used in varying sizes, from the lightest table tennis ball, smallest table tennis ball, to another lightweight ball that can be moved into this tee block, adjustable tee block, to suit the size of the ball, up to this size and possibly even larger. To table baseball. For table baseball, the setup will include the stanchion to be fitted most commonly with a tri-legged driver, and the use of one strike zone post and 2 foot sockets attached at either side of the batter's end of the table in line with the centre of the batter's plate. This batter's plate mat, along with the stanchion, the table, is one of the major components which is common for both games. You can see it is painted on the other side of the deflection mat, and once it's placed at the end of the table over the crease line of cricket. You can see the strike zone post sockets are central to the batter's plate. Just to clarify the strike zone area. The strike zone area is the area of an imaginary rectangle. It's made up of the yellow section, the strike zone post coming across, and the width of the batter's plate coming up. So this area here is the actual strike zone, and the outside of that is a no ball. The tri-legged driver. The tri-legged driver comes in 3 trajectories: the high zone, the mid zone, and the low zone. The use of a table in baseball also requires a different running sequence. Every right-handed batsman would find himself at a disadvantage, as he would need to run around the end of the table first to begin his run. To overcome this issue, a table baseball is played using a triangular running course that completes at the base of the pitcher's stanchion by tapping a buzzer. These stanchions can either have a bell or a buzzer. In the case of baseball, these are a final safe bell or an out bell. When the batter finally gets to the third home base, he presses the bell or buzzer, or a fieldsman getting there first in possession of the ball will run out the batter. As I just explained, for every right-hand batter, after hitting the ball, would have to run around the end of the table to continue in an anti-clockwise direction. To overcome this, we have 2 first bases where that post is, one for the left-handed batter, one for the right-handed batter. Now these bases are set out at 45 degrees to the table. First base, 1 second base for both, tap down buzzer, and a final home base, a bell or buzzer at the bottom of the pitcher's stanchion. So what we have here is the strike zone post placed on this side of the table, This is for the right-handed batsman, and he hits the ball. He goes off to the left, to the first base post, then to the second common base post, and finally to the stanchion on the bottom, the bell at the bottom of the stanchion. When a left-handed batsman is due to bat, we pick up the strike zone post, place it on the other side of the table. The batter hits the ball, runs to the first base post, can be a mat for that matter, to the second, tapping a buzzer as he goes, and finally to the bell or buzzer at the pitcher's stanchion, which is the home base. The bats for baseball can also vary for size and the skill of the age and the skill of the player. Little timber turn bats probably better in the hands of an adult, while the lightweight plastic bats for the children or less skilled player. The balls for baseball are most likely going to be the bigger of the lightweight balls, because in baseball most of the all the trajectories in fact are fly balls. They don't bounce, apart from cricket, where 3 of the 4 trajectories in cricket will be bouncing balls. There's only one that isn't, which is a full toss. So with baseball we use the bigger balls. Mentioning common parts, most of the major parts are common, starting with the table itself, the driver stanchion, you've got runaround post, you've got the batter's plate mat on one side, you've got the deflection on the other. Balls are also something that's common to both games. And finally, I also have a special 6-legged polycarbonate driver. The 6-legged driver, this is a driver that's common for both cricket and baseball. The 6-legged driver has one shared trajectory, and that is the low zone in baseball and the full toss in cricket. Both are fly balls. The full toss is the only fly ball in cricket, and the low zone is compatible to go with a full toss. So we have the low zone full toss. Then with the cricket and the bounce balls we have a good length, the short ball and the yorker, and the other ones for baseball are the mid zone and the high zone. Back again to go with the low zone.